Wednesday, November 5th, 2025 weather update. And it is late Wednesday night, and I have some weather to talk about. In this video, I'm going to talk about the severe weather threat through this week. Tonight, actually, we have a severe weather threat, and then on Friday, we, in our area, we have a severe weather threat. And then I'm going to talk about the approaching cold front that will come in on Monday, November 10th, and we could see some very cold temperatures then. And then I'm going to talk about the conditions we could be seeing later this November. Now let's get into the weather. Today we have a marginal risk over here, or actually tonight it's ongoing, so by the time you're watching this video it might be a little late, and we might not actually be experiencing the bigger severe weather threat. But we do have an ongoing severe thunderstorm warning right now when I'm putting out this video. Then over here we have another severe thunderstorm warning over here, but it's probably going to all be over by the time I'm done with this video. But over in this area, you might still have some damaging wind and large hail threat. Over here, we have a 2% chance of tornadoes, and we could see a tornado threat tonight, later tonight, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a tornado or two, but overall it's limited. But this area is not used to seeing this, so a portion of California and then over here in Washington. On Friday we have a severe weather risk for our area, you heard it, and we could see some damaging winds, large hail, and a tornado threat. So we could see a couple tornadoes. Be prepared if you're in the slight risk. Even if you're in the marginal risk, I would be prepared for some severe weather. And just be prepared if you're in this area. I would be keeping an eye on the weather Friday afternoon. This is for Friday afternoon. Our area, Hopkinsville, is not as much in it, but Oak Grove, you're in the slight risk. Pembroke is in the slight risk. Trenton is in the slight risk. Guthrie, Elkton, Russellville, all those areas in our area are in the slight risk. So just be prepared for some severe weather with a tornado threat possible on that day. And I'm not terribly concerned, but it's still something to keep an eye on, and we could definitely see some wind damage in our area for that. And the rest of the area over here looks like the most concerning for a tornado threat, but overall also for the damaging wind and large hail threat, this is the most concerning area for that area. This marginal risk, I wouldn't be surprised to see some severe weather over here too in Mississippi and Alabama. So this is going to be an interesting day, and if you're anywhere in the marginal or slight risk, just keep an eye on things for your area. Now I'm going to talk about the cold front that will come in with temperatures below 25 possible. You can see that right now is November 5th, Wednesday, and then as we go into November 8th, we're still seeing warm temperatures. November 9th is a little chillier, but then Monday night is when things get pretty cold, and we could see lows in our area close to 25 right now. It's looking like our area is 26, but up here in Missouri 22. So we're going to see some cold temperatures. And then in South Dakota, we're going to see temperatures down to 10 degrees Fahrenheit. And then if we go farther, this is Tuesday night, we could see temperatures 27 degrees or lower in that area. And by the way, wind chills are below 20 degrees for our area, so that is pretty low temperatures. And if we go farther, we start to see more warm temperatures. And after this, I just want to make it clear, after this, things are a lot less certain, and so we don't know exactly what's going to happen after this. And the models are usually not this accurate. After this point, usually models are only less than 40% accurate. So I'm going to show you what the conditions could get like. Alright, now I'm going to show things to you on the precipitation side of things. You can see this is November 13th, and by the way, again, this is not that certain. It can give you an idea of what we could be seeing. I'm showing you just to get an idea of what we could be seeing later this November, or after we get past the middle of November. This system, Saturday, November 15th, Saturday night, we could see some severe weather risk there, so I'm keeping an eye on that. That's on the 15th. And then if we go later, this is Sunday, November 16th, we could be seeing another severe weather risk here too. So I'm keeping an eye on both those days, but nothing's certain right now. Then we see another possible cold front that comes in, so just be prepared for that. We could see some more cold temperatures below 30 degrees. And then this is where things start to get crazy. This is the first time of the year that the GFS model is showing a winter storm for the Ohio Valley. We could be seeing a winter storm. This is not, chances are nothing like this will happen, but this is just an idea of what we could be seeing. And a lot of the models are starting to show snowstorms as we get past November 20th. Look at this. This is a snowstorm that comes down, brings rain down for our area, and then it shows snow for Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. So those areas could be seeing snow as we get into November, later November. So our area, I wouldn't be surprised at all if we see snow later this November, but don't look at this as an exact area. This is just an idea that we could be seeing snow. We could already be seeing winter storms as we get later into November. So just a heads up that winter is probably going to come early, and it's probably going to be a more unusual winter than usual. We could see a lot more snow and maybe even ice than we're used to seeing. And if we go farther, you can just see how we see a little bit of snow, but this is probably not going to happen near what it's showing. But this is just showing that the models are starting to show snow for the Ohio Valley. So our area might be in that area where we see snow. And that is all the weather talk I have for you today. Please subscribe to my channel, turn notifications on that way you don't miss out on any new videos. And on Friday, I probably won't be able to put out a video, but if there is a change or a pretty decent change, then I might put out a short or a quick update about that severe weather risk on Friday. And I'm probably going to put out my next weather update video on Tuesday. So goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one.